This chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. A former volunteer back in Tennessee, it's Alvin Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Play action now. Winston. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At their own 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2nd and 8 coming up. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And it's a Titans touchdown. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. third down. Here's Kamara. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. Here we go with Kamara. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line.
Took a heck of a chance there, didn't he? Result-based business, we know that. That result was positive for him. But, oh, my goodness, how close was that to being negative?
Well, because you're essentially in the shadow of your own end zone there to go for. I get it if it's late fourth quarter. Well, it paid off. I guess the end justifies the means, right?
It certainly does. Had to be more than a gut feeling there. Had to be just total confidence they would pick it up.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Throwing again on second down. Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jameis now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Jameis again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On third down, Winston. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And give him credit. He deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively, my goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on fourth down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Derrick Henry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown.
Ryan Tannehill with a touchdown pass to A.J. Brown.
And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bullock good on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On play action, Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A give to Kamara running right. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They run. It's Kamara. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. There he goes, right side. Past the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Good job. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A first down carry for Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Rolling to his right. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry.
Big hole up the middle.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return. Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Off play action, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he stopped immediately there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Henry. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A give to Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but now from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. To throw is Tannehill. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And that might be Titan football. It is. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And some space here. And finally out of bounds all the way down to about the 2. A big play there on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Yeah, he's got it. And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bullock good on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not...
There he goes right side. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
78 yards.
And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Tannehill.
Looking deep for Julio.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
So third and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Play fake. Winston. And he's got his target, Harris. It's so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Jameis to throw it. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right.
He's got the tight end Furtzer right side complete.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. To throw again on second down. Tannehill. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And now headed the other way. They're across midfield. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Again, it's Kamara.
Boy, 203 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.